What's up everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be talking about my favorite shoe of 2020, at least so far. Okay everybody, this right here is the shoe we'll be talking about today, the Hoka Challenger ATR 5. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay everybody, so this is the Hoka Challenger ATR 5, and this is a trail shoe. Now, it may not look like a trail shoe at first. I don't know what your first idea was, maybe leave it down in the comments, but first glance at the shoe, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, that's a trail shoe. I think it kind of looks different than a trail shoe. It kind of looks, if you've seen other Hoka shoes like the Clifton 6s, etc. Okay guys, I'm gonna get right into the positives about this shoe. Now, I don't really have any negatives yet. I don't have too much mileage on it yet, but I think I have enough to know a certain amount of this shoe. But let's just start with the positives because that's all I have so far. Positives really are the feel of this shoe and how you can run in this shoe while being on a trail. I tried this shoe out on sand, on dirt, and it's on packed dirt and even on loose dirt, on grass, on road, on gravel. I tried this shoe everywhere, and this shoe is very durable so far and very strong, and you are so stable even though it does have a 5mm rise. Now, this shoe is just amazing in the fact that it feels like you're wearing a normal Hoka shoe with tons of cushion. As you can see, lots of cushion right here, especially in the arch area. But you have lots of cushion, but you're still running on a trail. I would say that these shoes are probably the most cushiony shoes I've ever experienced for trail shoes. All my other trail shoes have never had this much cushion before. Like, I think for most of my trail shoes, that's probably the max cushion that I had. But this shoe has so much foam on it, and it gives you so much bounce and retraction when you're running while still being stable. Okay everyone, hello, we are on Roadrunner right here, roadrunner.com, and I looked up the Hoka Challenger ATR 5. So as you can see here, it comes in tons of colors if you buy them online. You know, we have all these different sorts of cool, fun, neat colors. I think if I were to buy them online, I'd probably get, I don't know, I think like this one would be pretty awesome. But I actually bought mine in store, so mine are actually these color. So yeah, as you can see right here, we have the price highlighted right there, $130, and that's actually what I paid in store, so it's the same, I guess, except here you may have to pay shipping. I'm not totally for sure, but yeah, I just wanted to give you an extra little look of the shoe. Okay everyone, so I thought I would give you a little bit of look around from this view. So here we have Hoka Challenger ATR 5. Let's zoom in a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, you got the nice little Hoka Challenger ATR 5 here. This is like the standard color, but yeah, as you can see, a very nice, well-made shoe. First look, I think everyone would say it doesn't really look like a trail shoe, but it is actually a trail shoe, believe it or not. And you can actually tell once I go over to here, and you can look at the tread, and you understand, well, maybe it is actually more of a trail shoe. Yeah, if you look in here, you can see the tread on here, and you go, okay, well, maybe it's more of a trail shoe. Now, one of my first thoughts when I first looked at the shoe was that it didn't really look stable enough, because as you can see over here, the heel is very, it's very high. You know, it actually almost as high as my Hoka Clifton 6s, which I just did a review about. It'll be up in the right hand corner if you want to check that out. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a high heel, and you're gonna think, well, maybe it's not stable for running on trails. But actually, it turned out to be very stable on trails, and I was not disappointed at all. It really was good on trails. I mean, yeah, I think the reason is, and the guy at the store told me this, was it actually looks like it's really high and that it's resting on top of the foam, which is more what you get with like the Clifton 6s. But he said, in fact, that actually the foam actually kind of rises around your heel. So like this foam area up here rises around your heel, which actually makes sense, and I can actually feel it now that I'm wearing the shoe. So yeah, and then also another thing quickly that I wanted to point out before we move on is over here we have this toe box, and as you can see, this toe box over here has kind of this little piece of plastic. I'll show that in real life in the real view so you can get a better view, but that kind of helps keep water, dust, and stuff like that out of the shoe, and it seems to be helping. While I'm still on here, I wanted to show you guys a few things about the shoe. So if you go down here to shoe details, it says neutral, as you can see over here. So yeah, we got neutral shoe, cushion level is 5, which is really cushiony shoe, especially for trail. And anyone that knows anything about trail will know that, cushion level 5 for trail, I mean, is a lot. So let's see down here. If you really want to know the weight, average is about 9 ounces, and then the drop 5 millimeters. So this is actually, it's a really strange shoe for trail. It does not look like it should be a trail shoe, because usually you don't see a 5 millimeter drop and a cushion level of 5. So number one, this shoe is amazing because of the cushion and the feel that you can get while running on a trail, while going down these big trails. I do all sorts of trails. You can still get tons of cushion and still be safe in a shoe like this. A second thing that I really like about this shoe is really how it fits onto my foot. The toe box is supposed to be made a little bit wider, so it works for people like me. If it doesn't work for you, if you have a narrow foot, then maybe you wouldn't like the feel of it too much. But it has a wider toe box, and really the second reason is just that it is a trail shoe. It feels like a trail shoe. It's made for trails, but it feels like you're running on some really cushiony street shoes. Now, I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense, but really what I'm trying to say is that this shoe makes it feel like you're wearing some fancy shoe for the road, but you're actually still on trails. One more thing I wanted to address really quickly. These shoes are the Challenger ATR 5s. Now, if you're a shoe person, you know a lot about shoes, you're probably saying, well, Ben, these shoes are from like the year before, which they are. They came out in 2019. But the Hoka Challenger ATR 6s, they are different, but I really don't think that they're that much different to actually change the shoe entirely. Now, actually, I'll show you right now how different the shoe is. Okay, so I also wanted to show you now the men's Hoka One One Stinson ATR 6. So if you look at these shoes, they at first glance look exactly like the ATR 5s. But when you look at these pictures, you can tell, well, maybe it's a little bit different. So let's take a close look at this shoe just for a little bit to see the differences between the Hoka One One Stinson ATR 6 and the ATR 5s, which is what I have. First off, I mean, it looks the same just looking at it generally from this view, but when you look closer, you can tell that it does have a different view. This one really helped me to see it has a wider foot area. So like it has a wider, I don't know what you call it, wider outsole than the ATR 5 does. So that's also something different that I noticed. You can also tell from this view, it is a little more chunkier. And then from here, you can see nice tread still. But one of the main thing that is new about this is the rocker. And as you can see, maybe a little bit, it does have a new rocker built into it that the ATR 5s do not have. You can see it kind of goes down right here, and it kind of propels you forward. It does have a cushion level of 5 still, and it is still a neutral shoe. So as you can see, the cushion is still the same. But what changes down here is look at the weight. It went from 9 ounces to 11.7 ounces, almost 12 ounces, which is really different. It's almost 3 ounces more. And you can tell when we go back up here, I think it's something to do with the rocker and then also the wider foot area. You can just tell it looks like a bigger shoe. You're landing on more of the ground. So still a drop 5 millimeters, cushion level still 5, but the weight is 11.7 ounces, almost 12. So really the only difference between the ATR 5 and the ATR 6 is that it has a built-in rocker on the ATR 6 to help kind of like push you forward. But the thing is that, in my opinion, you don't really need that for a trail. I mean, if you're doing hard trails, I go on rooty trails, ups, downs, sandy, dirt. You don't really need to be propelled forward. You're just trying to get through the trail alive without twisting your ankle. And these shoes offer lots of support. Let me do the twist test real quick. As you can see, I'm actually trying really hard, and they don't bend whatsoever. Okay, everybody, so I really like the Hoka Challenger ATR 5 for 2 reasons. Number one is you can get a very nice, bouncy, fast feeling while being on a trail, and also these shoes give you the trail feelings, trail stability. So these make really great trail shoes. If you're someone with a very neutral foot, this wouldn't work. Definitely, it would not work if you had someone who needed arch support or other stability areas. But if you're neutral, this is the shoe for you. This shoe is really for if you are maybe trying to do faster times on trails. If you're more an advanced person, especially when it comes to being on the trails, because I wouldn't suggest this to someone first time running. But if you know what you're doing, if you like feeling support, if you like having all the cushion, then Hoka is definitely the brand for you, and these shoes are very good. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video on the Hoka Challenger ATR5. Now, leave a comment down below, ask questions. I love it so much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with a new video soon. See you guys later.